This place is such a mess, and it's gonna be a problem. There is just stuff lying around. This was Game of Thrones last night. That's why we didn't get to do it. And what? That's not my cat. That's not my cat. Hi. Oh no. Oh no, you're so cute. So I have a film crew coming around. Well, film crew. I don't think it's gonna be an entire crew, fortunately. It's gonna be one person. Because we're filming a video about what it's like not to use desks for the Tutudesk Foundation. It's about awareness for kids who don't have desks. And a lot of kids do not have desks. But have a look at the studio. We're gonna be filming in here. Look at this mess. This gargantuan mess. And I've even started cleaning it up. It's just like, there's just stuff like, this is embarrassing. I mean, all the stuff was inside the studio. I just, that's our front door. That's our front door. Okay, I got work to do. And let's not talk about all these cables, please. I'll work out a better solution for that. It's just embarrassing when you're just kind of exposed. I mean, there's no reason to be embarrassed about it, but like, you just are, you know, that's just how it is. Look at that desk, just look at those. Look at those cables! Before the camera people get here, I just thought that I would share my opinions on the creator code that Epic Games have used or launched on the Epic Store. I don't know if you guys know about this, but if you don't, use creator code Hinds on Epic Games. And I think it's gonna really change the games industry. In fact, I think it already is in some key fundamental ways. It's not just a way for people to earn money. I think it's a great tool for us as content creators to make some money and you guys to support us. Of course, that's a great thing, but that's not the only thing that is doing it. Remember, gaming is an ecosystem. There's people on the business end and there's people on the delivery end, like this. So let's talk a little bit about the business end. While we do that, okay, business end sounds a bit bad, I must say. You know what I mean. And while we do that, Seagate sent me, or LaCie, guys. This is not LaCie. We used to call these LaCie drives in the film industry. They're actually called LaCie.
LaCie. LaCie. LaCie. LaCie. LaCie. LaCie. LaCie, 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 LaCie.
They're actually called LaCie. We've got the DJI CoPilot Boss series. They sent me one of these. I want to open this up in front of you guys right now. Actually, I want to see what's inside. First, clear disk. Wait, I was talking about Epic's creator codes. Yeah, so anyway, the creator code, before we open up the DJI CoPilot, is a very clever form of marketing. It's super easy. So if you are a game developer like those who are doing Metro Exodus and World War Z, having your game launch on a platform that's kind of dry, or kind of not dry, it's kind of like it's not very populated. It's a little bit unpopulated. But also with the capability of having creator codes means that the game developers are being able to serve these content creators with an incentive, like myself, to sell a certain game. The other day, I got an email from Epic. I have a creator code. Use it, Hinds. I make 5% of every purchase. Costs you nothing. I got an email from them saying that, by the way, Metro Exodus is free to play for you. Because you're a creator, you have got a key and access to install it from the Epic browser. Thank you for supporting the community. And that got me thinking, how traditionally this stuff works is you have a local distributor. In South Africa, we got local distributors who buy in games from abroad through the publishers. So they're official, they work with Ubisoft, they work with Activision, and they get a certain amount of those units and they have to sell them and make a profit in the country, right? That's the traditional model. Epic are taking over that role. They are now becoming the distributors that would be traditionally seen in other regions. But instead of a distro, a local distro taking the cut, a content creator takes the cut. Those distros would give us games, and they still do. They still give us games to play those games. Hopefully we put them on our streams and in our YouTube videos. We share how much we dig them and what great fun it is to play them, or if we don't like them, journalists also get them. They're called like journal units for reviews. That's how review copies are shared. With Epic giving that code to a content creator like myself and giving me the game, the incentive to sell the game is there. Not necessarily for a journalist. Journalist doesn't really care if the game sells well or not. There's no incentivization for that person. But for myself as a content creator, if I make 5% of World War Z, a full, or Metro Exodus, a full retail AAA title, I make money. If you're a games publisher, it's a pretty simple decision which distributor you use. If you've got an army of content creators, which Epic can upsell to that distributor that will be speaking about their game, selling that game to their audience, and all they have to do is give away a couple of digital copies, a couple of digital licenses to existing content creators, they then have the potential to reach a far greater audience off of those content creators playing games like World War Z or Metro Exodus. I must admit, I don't think World War Z would have got as big an audience as it's getting now through Epic without content creator codes. Ugh, I keep on saying content creator codes. Creator codes. If you guys are interested in buying it, by the way, make sure that you use Hinds on checkout. Anyway, let's get into this LaCie CoPilot. Great. Okay, so this isn't like an unboxing video. They sent this to me because I dig LaCie.
LaCie.
So, just to give you a little bit of history. Ooh, nice box. Look at that. That is a very nice box. So I come from the film industry. I studied art direction and advertising, went into television production, and became an art director and a storyboard artist at some TV shows. And all the editors would use LaCie. These drives are mad expensive, but they're mad quality. So anyway, I was just like, I saw the distributor. I found out that Seagate bought them. I was like, damn, your products are pretty good. And she was like, hey, I got this DJI CoPilot. You're gonna wanna unbox it. You can have it. And I was like, what? Guys, you gotta understand why this is a big deal. It's IP54, so it can withstand some water. It's got a cable in it that you can plug your phone in. If you've got an iPhone or a Samsung, you can plug that in as well. It's got USB. It's got a screen on top of it. I don't know how that screen looks. It's got an SD card reader, so you can literally plug in your SD card. So after filming this, I could essentially take that SD card and dump it onto the LaCie drive. Let's just get into this thing because I want to see LaCie. It's not LaCie, it's LaCie. This is very protective. Even the box is protective. It did that super well. Check that out. That is solid metal, but there's a screen on here. Although that feels like acid burnt aluminium, you know, that you get like on a MacBook. But there's a screen on it, which is pretty sick. Designed by Neil Poulton. Neil Poulton did the design on this guy. There's all the inputs. We'll go through that just now. Power cable. I'm a nerd for cables, and I love it when people provide cables. LaCie proprietary, like these are, micro SD card adapter that was inside here. So we've got micro USB to micro USB. Well, so if you've got a micro USB phone, this is micro USB to Apple Thunderbolt. Lightning, sorry. Micro USB to USB-C, which is what I'm going to be using. Oh, wow. This is so sick. So you plug it in over here, and then the cable wraps around the body like this. And then you can plug in your phone. Oh, I've got to put it in the power. I've got to charge this thing. You know what? Let's get back to this. I'm going to have to let this drive charge. And I've got to get ready for this shoot. But fortunately we got this. I wonder if this acts as a battery as well. It's charging and the screen looks amazing. Check this out. 53% charged. Very nice. Very nice. Check this out. This is the screen on the actual device. This is metal. 53% charged, 2000 gigs free. Tells you how much free space is on it. We've plugged in this LaCie cable over here. This design is amazing. So we've got the power. This is where the power goes in. This is your normal USB. This is USB-C. That's over here. Lift it up. This is your SD card slot, and that is your micro SD with all the adapters for obviously a micro SD to micro SD. There we go. And then micro SD to Lightning, and then micro SD to USB-C. This is a beautiful drive. Oh my word. Also, almost forgot, there's a USB to USB-C to USB-C cable and a normal USB, I think USB 3 to USB-C. They really got you covered with cables up in here. Another really cool thing is that I plugged my phone in and it is currently charging. So this thing not only backs up as a drive, but also a battery, which is that is amazing. Content creator's dream. Alright, so there is an app that you need to download. This makes a lot of sense. So not only is it charging, but you download your app. It's called CoPilot Boss. And in this app, you'll be able to copy your files over through to the physical drive. So This 2 terabytes obviously is more than what's in your phone or more than what kind of card you're carrying inside this camera. So I can essentially dump the cards directly to the drive or footage directly to the drive from my phone using the app, which clears up space, which is great because I've been using my phone a lot for vlogging. Obviously now I'm using the G5X because I got my phone in shot, and I'm able to dump the footage from here to here, either get this to an editor or upload it later with the drive if I'm on shoot and it's getting a bit annoying. I can just make sure that it's cleared off this onto a physical drive, or if I'm scared that I'm going to lose it. Remember, when you're filming on a phone, there's a high chance, very high chance, that your phone is going to get stolen or damaged or fall or whatever the case is, because you got it out, it's in the open, it's in the middle, and you're using it a lot. Remember, the more you use your phone, the higher chance there is of it getting damaged. And the same with camera gear, stuff gets stolen. So if you just keep this with you the whole time and make sure that it's copied through, you should be fine. I'm gonna have to put that aside because Michael's here. Okay, Michael. That's Michael. We used to film together back in the day.
Back in the day.
It's a very ominous shot, this. Where did we meet? Espresso.
We meet at Espresso.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Espresso back in the day. See, Ewan's left the show today.
Yeah.
Sad times.
Sad times.
Sad times. Everyone's leaving. Dropping like flies. TV's dead. So, good news though. We just did this and you plug it in. I used a different cable and boom, you can copy just by pressing that. And it'll just copy over the stuff that's on the phone onto the LaCie drive. That is a banger. That gives me a thumbs up. That's a grand thumbs up. Anyway, this is gonna be a permanent part of my kit. So we're doing some cutaways. Michael's instructing me to do this, and guys, I've been embarrassed by my room. Michael, be nice.
I'm always nice.
I'm worried, man. I'm worried. This room. So we're gonna play some Fortnite for cutaways and see how this goes. This is behind the scenes of all TV stuff.
TV stuff. Okay, cool. You go ahead. I'm gonna walk into the room salon.
Guys, this looks super weird, but I'm currently attempting to stream from not my desk, the couch, and it's proving to be very hard. This is all Michael's fault.
Not my fault. It's for a good cause.
It is for a good cause.
Good cause's fault.
I'll tell you shortly what this cause is all about. We're done with the shoot.
It's a wrap.
Michael's a genius. Do you think I can put some of this in this vlog? Maybe? I don't know.
Well, maybe, I'll see.
We'll see. Maybe it'll be kind enough. If not, you won't see it. You can I'll link it. What we're doing here is very cool. It's something with the Tutudesk Foundation. If you guys don't know who Bishop Tutu is, he is a very prominent philanthropist from South Africa. And the Tutudesk Foundation is kind of been set up to provide desks for as many kids as possible so they have a fighting chance at an education, because working without a desk is super tough. Super tough. I don't know how I do what I do without a desk.
You did okay.
I did okay. I used the floor a lot. But yeah, I couldn't go through school like that.